Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for being here. We're continuing on with the 2025 lineup series with Suzuki. If you enjoy this video, I invite you to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. I'm changing the format of these lineup videos a little bit. There are a small number of bikes that haven't been updated yet, but I'm guessing most of them have been replaced with newer models or are not going to be updated. There might be a couple that will still be updated in the future. We will see. Like Yamaha, Suzuki does not have any engine power stats on their website. As always, we start with the off-roads, starting with the non-competition trail bikes. In the youth bikes is the DRZ50 with a 49cc 3-speed automatic. Cost is $2,600, up $20 from last year. The other off-road is the DRZ125 with a 124cc 5-speed. Cost is $36.20, also up $20 from last year. No notable changes in these bikes. Moving to the motocross, the competition bikes. The RM85 hasn't been updated in a couple years, so we're going to skip that. The RMZ250 has a 249cc 5-speed with a 37.5-inch seat height and costs $8,200, up $100 from last year. The RMZ450 has a 449cc 5-speed and a 37.8-inch seat height. Price is $9,300, also up $100 from last year. Next up are the dual sports. Both off-road and street capable, but designed more for off-road. It looks like the DRZ 400S will be discontinued as Suzuki has introduced a new model, the DRZ 4S. Suzuki introduced the 8S and 8R late 2023. Now we have the Z4S that will apparently replace the Z400S. This now has a fuel-injected 398cc engine. The Z400S was carbureted per the website. This also has the SIRS system, the Suzuki Intelligent Ride System. No price on this yet. The other dual sport is the DRZ 650S with a 644cc engine, 34.8-inch seat height with optional lowering kit down to 33.2 inches. Price is $7,200, up $100 from 2024. Moving on to the Supermotos, both off-road and street capable, but more focused on the street riding. We have the same situation where the DRZ 400 SM is being replaced by the DRZ 4 SM. Same idea as the DRZ 4S. This has a 398cc engine, now fuel injected. Seat height is 35 inches, and again, no price yet. On to the adventure bikes. Like last year, we have 3 different engine sizes, the 650, 800, and 1050, with multiple models under each size. All the adventure bikes have a 5.3 gallon tank. The V-Strom 650s have a 645cc 90-degree V-twin engine. Price on the base model is $9,300. The 650 XT has handguards, an engine guard, and a flashier paint job for $9,800. And the 650 XT Adventure has side panniers on it and a couple other features. There is a matching top box available for an extra cost on this. This goes for $11,000. These are all up $100 from last year. On to the 800 series adventure bikes. At this point we have 3. The 800 Touring so far hasn't been updated. The V-Strom 800 has a 776cc parallel twin engine. The base model goes for $10,110. This is up $210 from last year. The 2 DE bikes have a 33.7-inch seat height. The 800 DE has a skid plate and handguards and goes for $11,710. And the 800 DE Adventure has side panniers for $13,160. These are both up $110 from last year. The 1050 series adventure bikes have a 1037cc 90-degree V-twin. They all have handguards. The base model has a 33.7-inch seat height and goes for $15,410, up $110 from last year. The 1050 DE has a skid plate and, like the 800, has a higher ground clearance and seat height and a bit more of a rally feel to it. Seat height on the 1050 DE is 34.6 inches. Price is $16,300, up $100 from last year. The 1050 DE Adventure so far has not been updated. Onto the street-only bikes, we start with the one scooter that is available as a 2025 model, the Bergman 400. 400cc single-cylinder engine with a 15-inch front wheel and 13-inch rear wheel, and a 3.6 gallon tank. Price is $8,800, up $100 from last year. Next up are the cruisers. We start with the Boulevard C50. This has a 50 cubic inch engine, or 805cc, 45-degree V-twin with a classic look, swoop front fender, and buckhorn handlebars. 4-gallon tank and 5-speed on this. Price is $9,300, up $100 from last year. Suzuki has taken the Boulevard C50T and renamed it the C50T Special. It's basically the C50 with white wall tires and a windshield. It has studded seats and a windshield, but no longer comes with saddlebags like the old C50T did. Price has been dropped on this. The 2023 C50T was $10,360. The C50T Special is $9,780. The other cruiser is the M109R. This thing has huge 4.4-inch diameter pistons, one of the biggest in the industry, giving it 118 foot-pounds of torque and 128 horsepower. Had to look those up on Google. The back wheel has a really wide 240mm back tire and a 5-gallon tank. Only comes in black with chrome. Price is $15,800, up $100 from last year. The M109R Boss is apparently not being updated. Last year on that is 2023. Moving on to the street bikes. The SV650 ABS has the same 645cc V-twin as the V-Strom 650, 3.8 gallon tank, and a 30.9-inch seat height. This goes for $8,050, up $100 from last year, as is the trend. The non-ABS version looks like it is being dropped. I see no mention of an updated version of the Katana. It also looks like the GSX S750s are all being discontinued with the advent of the GSX 8S. This has the 776 parallel twin engine, a 3.7 gallon tank, and a 31.9-inch seat height. Price is $9,210, up $210 from 2024. The GSX S1000 has a 999cc inline 4, 5-gallon tank, and a 31.9-inch seat height. New for 2025 is an updated TFT display on this bike. Price is $11,910, also up $210 from last year. There are two other S1000 bikes available for 2025. First is the GSX S1000 GT Plus. The S1000 GT has not been updated. The GT Plus is a sport touring bike. It has the same engine, seat height, and tank size as the S1000, with more wind protection, a larger TFT display, and side panniers. Price is $14,300, up $100 from last year. The GSX S1000 GX Plus is categorized as a crossover bike, a mix between sport touring and adventure touring. With a longer suspension and higher ground clearance, this has a seat height of 33.3 inches. Price is $18,600, up $100 from last year. Last category is the sport bikes. We start at the bottom with the GSX 250R ABS. 248cc parallel twin, 4-gallon tank, 31.1-inch seat height. This costs $5,150, up $50 from last year. For some odd reason, this still has a halogen headlight on it. No idea why. The GSX 8R has a 776cc engine. This is a parallel twin. The other bikes in the R series are inline 4s. So the price on this is actually lower than the R600. 3.7 gallon tank on this and a 31.9-inch seat height. Price is $9,670, up $230 from last year. Next is the R600. This is a 599cc inline 4, unusual for that size engine, with a 4.5 gallon tank and a 31.9-inch seat height. Price is $12,000, up $100 from last year. The R600Z is designed to look like the racing bikes with the blue and white paint scheme. Price is also $12,000. The 2025 GSX R750 and R750Z have a 750cc inline 4, same tank size and seat height as the 600. Price is $13,150. Both are up $150 from last year. Moving on to the R1000. Here again is the 999cc inline 4. This has a 4.2 gallon tank and a 32.5-inch seat height. Price is $16,500, up $150 from last year. The GSX R1000R and R1000RZ have upgraded suspension and electronics, but otherwise the specs are the same as the R1000. The price for either is $18,650, up $150. And the last of the Suzukis is, of course, the famous Hayabusa. This has a 1340cc inline 4, 5.3 gallon tank, and a 31.5 inch seat height. Price goes up $300 from last year to $19,400. So there you have it, folks. Suzuki's lineup for 2025, with a small price increase on almost every bike, ranging from $20 to $300. The C50T Special is the only price drop. Not a whole lot of big news here for Suzuki, other than the street bikes dropping the 750s for the 8S. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Appreciate you all. See you on the next one.